Hello, all my little storms, and welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about how to make a VTuber. I don't know. That's probably it. I know with YouTube that a lot of people like to talk about this topic and discuss it, but we're probably going to be discussing it more in depth because a lot of people like make shorter videos of this and really quick, but we're gonna go as in depth as we possibly can, and I am using myself as a model for it because we're gonna be discussing how to do concepts, mood boards, getting to sketches, then to final designs, color, and all of that sort of stuff. Now, there's definitely color theory and all of those sort of things that we're going to be discussing, along with silhouette, value stuff, and this is things that are like really important from like character design point of views. I'm probably going to link some videos, at least on the YouTube side. We'll be linking some videos down in the description that are also really, really helpful, and I think are really, really helpful if you're trying to get a really cool and interesting design. We're also going to be discussing, designs that definitely stand out, because, you need to at least stand out when it comes to VTubers and stuff like that. And just other things. But mostly what they were discussing, and those people that were discussing things in their videos are talking more along character design. We're talking a little bit of both character design and VTuber design, because I'm going to be honest out here, you can do character design with VTubers, that's very important. Character design is important, but I think VTuber designing is a little bit different than character designing. And that's saying something from a person that has done both. I have done classes in character design. I'm not a complete professional because I'm not a concept artist, but I do create my own characters very much all the time, so I'm always like looking at character design and themes. So we're going to be discussing that. But what I think a lot of people usually don't discuss about when it comes to character design or like even VTuber design is theming and branding. And when I'm talking about brands, I mean like how do you want to make your content? Like, what do you want your VTuber design to reflect, right? So we're going to be discussing that as well. We got like a few things to discuss. I don't have anything like written down of what we're going to be discussing, but we're basically going to go through it bit by bit while showing off our model as well. And I have a beautiful PowerPoint. So without any further ado, we should probably just hop into it, We could continuously talk and talk and talk here. But if I keep talking, we're going to talk about other random stuff that we don't need to discuss, But actually, let me like get a little thing together here for to talk about. So we're going to talk about definitely brand, what, hold on, and then theme, and then actual, like, design concepts. Now, we're not talking about, like, rigging a model. Like, that's different. We're talking about VTuber design. What does it take to make a VTuber design? Now, I'm gonna be just honest out here. I've seen a lot of VTuber designs, and I'm going to also discuss some things of what I think is oversaturated and undersaturated. That means, like, what have I seen the most designs of? What have I seen the least amount of designs of? I will say this much. When it comes to VTuber designs, I feel that the most oversaturated designs are definitely Japanese style. Stop it. There's too many of you. A lot, and I think it just comes from Japan mainly, because a lot of it did start in Japan. Like, a lot of the anime stuff did, like the VTubing stuff did start in Japan. But I have seen so many just Japanese like articles of clothing. Also, why do y'all got the same cyberpunk clothing? Like, when I see cyberpunk, they're always wearing, every single cyberpunk style VTuber that I've seen, like theme of a VTuber, is wearing the exact same wardrobe. They're different colors, but that's it. That's like the only difference between them. Make it more unique. Like, really dive into what the theme is. And we're going to be talking about that when we go over mood boards and diving into different themes and all of that sort of stuff. But I think, like, personally, those are like the most oversaturated. I think also the most oversaturated as well is Fox is definitely oversaturated. Like a Fox VTuber. There's so many of you. You know, diversify it. I've seen like aquarium and aquatic starting to expand a lot more, which is good. I think that you can go in that direction. Also, ghost, or like being a ghost VTuber is kind of rare, so you can go in that direction. But those are kind of like undersaturated, oversaturated areas that I've noticed in the VTubing scene over the past 3 years. I have also noticed that a lot of people are just copying other very popular VTubers, so there's also that as well. And, oh, you know what another one is? Insect VTubers are very rare. I see them once in a blue moon. The only ones that I've seen that are very popular is bee and butterfly and moth. And like those are it. Like that's it. Those are like the only 3 that I know of are the most saturated, but there's so many insects out there. I mean, there's a lot of variety of moths as well, but like there's a lot of different kinds of insects out there that you can do. I think like one I did see was an orchid mantis, like insect VTuber, which was really cool. So like when you're thinking about a VTuber theme or an idea, definitely when it comes to VTubers, I personally think thinking of theming will help you think of naming, will help you think of branding. Because it helps you like actually have a visual understanding and design for what you want to go for, and then you can build everything off of that. Now, of course, you can also start with a name and then build off of that as well. The good thing about my name, Art Creates, is that I can expand it and do whatever I want with it, like kind of whatever I please, which is really good. Because that means that I can have a little bit more fun, a little bit more creativity in what I can do, because Art Creates can fit into any sort of way of how a VTuber would work, right? It's very vague, which is good. And the thing is, I am art and I like to create things. So it's a good vagueness, right? But then I was like, okay, well, what are things that create stuff? And I'm like, well, I could create storms. I could be a storm deity that creates storms. So then the create part not only goes to my profession as like being a storm deity, but also goes into that I want to create things. So you have that connection and that understanding. It's an interesting kind of idea, and it's kind of like bounces around of how the connections work. But that's kind of how I went with it. I think if I press this button, yes, there we go. I was just like, let me make sure to press the right button for when I go over to full screen, so we can. I have a full-on PowerPoint, okay. I made this up in like an hour, so I put this all together in an hour. I had everything together in like separate folders, and I had to make it all in one folder in order to make this. Yeah, so I hope that helps with a little bit of understanding of theming, but we are going to cover it more when we're actually going into it. So without any further ado, let's actually pull up the wonderful thing. So we're gonna go over here. All right, let me just move myself down. Okay. Oh no, shush. I gotta move myself over a little bit. I might move some stuff out of the way. Don't worry about it for now. we're gonna just move myself a little further down here, next to George. But so I called it the chaos of making chaos because my upcoming 2.0 model is I am chaos itself. I'm chaos incarnate, which honestly for the creation portion I think makes sense. I create chaos. So that's how the theming on this goes. There is no background music, so we're gonna just roll on through. George, this is not made by you, George. You know, we're gonna just leave that there, okay? George be George. George apparently already being a menace, and George hasn't even said anything else streamed right now. Wow, George. How'd you mess this? You know what? No, just. I am keeping my mouse on here as a pointer, so don't worry about if you can see my mouse. So when I was thinking about my 2.0 design, I was thinking a lot about lore. So in my lore, there is a war between Telvins, which that's what I am. I'm not an elf. Telvins and Blightons. And Blightons are the enemy. Like, you know, we're fighting against the bad guys, right? They're the bad guys, right? So I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll make them have a redemption arc or something like that, and I become queen of the Blightons and become like a goddess. So the goddess part has always been a part of the lore of upgrading that to something else. So that was the theme. So Queen of Blightons. And I was like, my art creates tag still works with it. You know, I'll just be Queen Art instead. Everyone already calls me Milady sometimes, so I mean it fits. And that's what we were gonna go with. Be in mind that these designs are from like a year ago, so my art has very much improved on making models, so don't at me. So we of course have a little bit of a mood board. So this is the mood board I was going with. I wanted to kind of experiment with maybe some fairy-esque designs, but going along into more of like darker fairy stuff, which by the way does keep. Sometimes these themes and ideas do keep. Sometimes you throw them away, and sometimes it's okay to throw out a design. A lot of people don't like think that the first idea that they have, they go with that. No, you do not have to go with your first idea and first design when you're thinking about a VTuber, okay? And that's even with characters. Like, I know this because I've done character design before. The process to make a character design usually is you make about maybe 20 or 30 different sketches based off of a theme, which is this. This is like a mood board. This is what a mood board is. A mood board is basically just a collage of images that you get an idea from. Or like get some sort of basis for what you want to create, right? If anyone knows what this is the Dark Crystal, and I will say a lot of my lore and stuff may be based around this, but so that's why they are in here. Also really love Dark Crystal. Please go and watch the movie, and if you haven't watched the series on Netflix, please do. Unfortunately, it got canceled, and I'm super upset about it. I am upsetty spaghettis that they canceled that, because I really love it. But yeah, so when it comes to creating a character concept and all of that, you might go through probably 30, 40 sketches, okay? And just sketching out like a character design, right? You're gonna go through hair, you're gonna go through outfits, you're gonna go through all of that. So this is a small amount. Well, these are the only sketches that I did, really, for the Blighton Queen. You can't really see this other one, but I'll just like move my head out of the way a little bit. But I wanted to go along the lines of being like more, I don't know, fairy-esque. But then I was like, you know, I don't really like these two. Like, they're cool, but I don't think they're really me. And that's the emphasis. Like, especially with a VTuber design, is do you think it encapsulates you and what you want to look like and how you want to be? Not to say, again, that these aren't really cool designs. I think that they're very, very interesting in how they wanted to be. But I kind of liked this design over here. That was a lot more chaotic. You you'll see this design come back again. But as you can see, I really liked this flowing kind of idea. I also added wings, which eventually ended up becoming part of my 2.0 or my male model instead. So I got rid of the wings on my female and I put it on the male instead. And that's kind of how it went. And that's okay. You know what? That's okay. But you can see like the ear cuffs and longer hair starting to come in because I wanted to do longer hair. This is also on a different like model base. So this is when I was a little bit skinnier and then I made myself more plus size. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay to make your model in different shapes. That's another thing. If you are going to be making a VTuber model or anything like that and you want it to be plus size or anything like that, go with a modeler or with a concept artist or anybody like that that you think, you know, I'm going to actually disable chat for chat being up here. You know what? I'm probably going to disable that too. Probably should have disabled that earlier. But go with a modeler that you really like and you like their stuff and that you think would be comfortable with being able to make not only your body shape but also like your design come to life. And by the way, there are people that will do character design concepts for you. And you can commission them in order to like really process like what you want. And again, you know, those artists are there to help you to do this. And you're going to get way more than these kinds of designs. Like you might like this theming, but then they like show you this and then you're like, oh, you know what? I kind of like this. Can we expand this more? And then you go in and you expand it. And that's kind of the process of how you create designs. And again, the main thing is that you got to start with a theme. So I wanted to be Queen of Blightons. But as you can see when we actually get here, there's no crowns except on this one. Like, none of these really emphasize the theme, but also I ended up scrapping like these two. And I kind of really began to delve into this one a little bit more. So I wanted to experiment, stop popping up. I want to experiment with color. Because I really wanted to experiment more with color design. Now, I toned down this here because I wanted the silhouette to be more readable. And this is what we kind of came up with for the silhouette. Or, well, I came up with for the silhouette. I did like the wings on top. The horns weren't really showing through much. As you can see, the horns did keep into my 2.0 because I really wanted horns, okay? I wanted to go more of an animalistic route, and I started realizing more that I kind of wanted to go more into a chaotic-ish designs, something like that. I will say another inspiration for this was definitely Maleficent from like I didn't put Maleficent on here, but for the theming, but I also was a little bit inspired by Maleficent from Disney's Maleficent, okay? Not the live action one. The well, kind of a little bit of the live action one, but more of the animated one. But then I developed it further of going kind of, this was like an idea of a concept early on, but then I wanted to make things longer and just play around more with the colors again. But as you can see, the upside down heart shape kept, and a new design started to come in, which is this weird upside down shape, which eventually does get developed more. So some ideas with your concepts can be able to translate over time, and that's okay. It is okay to throw out your designs that you didn't like, because I ended up scrapping all of this because I was like, I don't like this. I think it's good, but it's not me yet. I don't think it's there yet. I don't think it's there to what I want yet. And that's okay. And you have to, you know, it's a long process. This took like over a year, okay? This was like over a year of process. So yeah. And so what I ended up doing is I changed my theme. I changed my theme. because I didn't like the fairy-esque, like dark fairy-esque thing I was going for. So I changed the theme. So I was like, become God. I would say I think more of the theme. So I was like, oh, become God. Let's sketch what like becoming God is like. And I was like, no, I'm still keeping to that old design. No. We're throwing that away. Let's get a new mood board together. Oh, you can't see this one down here. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me move myself out of the way a little bit. let me move myself over here a little bit. So I know Iron Mouse is on here. Iron Mouse was used a little bit more for inspiration than an actual copy. So the one thing is, when you're making a VTuber model, do not copy, like outright copy people. People will call you out on that shit immediately. Now, I'm not saying that every single VTuber design has been thought of, but a lot of things have already been thought of that people are going to definitely say is like, hey, it seems like you're kind of copying this person, or hey, it seems like you're kind of like taking that person's idea or design. And you know what? Look, okay? Every single VTuber, here, you know what? Let me get close. Let's get close here, okay? All right, let's talk one-on-one with this. All right? Every single design has already been done. You just, like, or when it comes to themes, every single theme and idea has already been done. You have to figure out how you want to expand on that more. And that's what you should keep. Like, expand on it. Take that idea and expand it. And if you're not an artist and you're commissioning somebody to do it, literally tell that artist to expand it and explore other ideas from this. Like, literally just tell them, have fun. And they'll know what to do with that. And that's what you just gotta do sometimes. You just gotta let it go and let it be its own thing, and you'll get something good out of it. And that's what I did. I eventually, like, decided just, like, let it go, let it grow, let it marinate a little bit, and we'll see where it goes. And that's what ended up happening with these designs. So, so we get into the next part of these designs. So I ended up going along more with magical girls, because I was like, ooh, I kind of want to have magical girl transformation. I think, you know, I want to be a little bit more of prettier. I kind of want to go with that kind of theming, but I also wanted to be more angelic. And I was like, oh, let's go on a more angelic route instead of, you know, the chaotic evil route that I was going on. So I was like, let me go a little bit angelic. So we have Devil May Cry, or Devilman Crybaby. We have Iron Mouse, and we also have Madoka Magica. Look, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, really? Madoka Magica? Yes, I did. I will say, when I watched Madoka Magica, I really did like all of the character design concepts in it. And I really did like Madoka's. But I also loved Madoka's, like, god form. And that was the important part. I liked Madoka's god form. And actually, you know what the funny thing is? I'm looking at Madoka's Magica's, and then I'm looking at Iron Mouse's. I can see the inspiration. I feel you, and I understand you. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that I was suddenly going to get pink hair. No, we're still dealing with my same... The one thing is that I wanted to play around with my concept, but I still wanted to keep my same color palette. That's the one key. I did want to keep the same color palette. Now, sometimes with you guys, you might want to change around your color palette. You might want to play around with different colors and different theming, and that's okay. Like, maybe you might want to do the angelic route, but instead of, like, you know, whites and blues and golds and silvers, maybe you go for, you know, reds and blacks, you know, to maybe make a darker angel. Or, like, even experiment with, like, darker purples or just darker colors, you know? Or you can go to the lighter pastel route that Iron Mouse did. So just play around with the idea and concept. Not only just with colors, but also just like drawing out like what do you think an angel really is. So that's why I went like with Devil May Cry Baby, because like or Devilman Devilman Crybaby, because I was like, I really like that idea of like Lucifer in general, because Lucifer, like I don't know, I liked Lucifer's design. I loved it. I thought it was cool. So you're gonna, you know, themes can change, and I was just like, well, a lot of people think like gods are very angelic, so that's why I wanted to go with a more angelic design. And you know, some other people have different ways of how they view like what a god should be. So that's okay. You're going to have different ideas of what you want to do, and you should go with that. Now, of course, how would this affect my branding? You know, how would this affect me? Well, a lot more people might think that I'm more of, you know, calmer and all of that, but I kind of like the duality of having this cute little model and then just being an absolute menace. That's what Chibidoki is. Chibidoki's entire theming, if you think about it, her branding, is that she is a gremlin menace. And I love her. She is amazing. However, her concept and her design and her idea is like very cute and very pretty, but like she is a menace, right? And that's what she banks on. And it's okay. And that's great. Shy Lily, her outfit and costume is very much like, you know, just a person having fun, right? She's a very fun person. So she like actually identifies with like how her theming is. You know, summer beach vibes are always fun, you know? And that's kind of her theming. So you have to, when you're doing a concept and doing a character design, it's not only just creating the VTuber concept, because you can create a really cool VTuber concept and like your personality or can be shit or like not match well, or maybe your branding doesn't match well with like how you want to be. And so you kind of have to think about that a little bit. Now, I'm not saying you have to think about it completely. You can experiment. Especially in the early years, like you can still experiment with what you want to be and how you want to create it, right? So there is always that when it comes to what you want to like, I guess the content you want to produce, right? So you can still always have fun. Like I am experimenting like right now with like talking about this sort of stuff, about how to create a VTuber concept. We are going to go back and continuously use this, by the way, to just talk about it a little bit more in depth. Even though we are basically discussing it more in depth. But anyway, so with that theming, right? With that theming, I moved on into doing some sketches. By the way, I use Clip Studio for getting like a base of the just how to get a pose. So that's why there's this 3D stuff behind here. Just ignore it, okay? It helps me, and it helps me as a modeler to be able to actually push the bounds of creating a VTuber model concept and an idea, and also just like get the body down to make sure it's proportional. That's like one thing too, is like you can play around with character proportions, and we'll talk about that with the next concept. Because a lot of these are more humanoid-ish based. So that's what we're going with. I really liked the horn shapes on these, but I really liked like the big poofy sleeves. I kind of liked the almost going along the lines of creating some more angelic stuff. But then I started to realize that this concept was starting to look a little similar to another character that I had named Kolvand, which is another god in my lore. So I started realizing that I started making them more like that. And I'm like, well, maybe they end up replacing them or something. We'll go with that. We'll figure out the lore later, right? Honestly, we're just thinking about concept. We're just thinking about character design and how we can expand it a little more. But I did like the long hairstyle that would go like down to here. I don't know. I just really liked it. I thought it was cool. I thought it looked like paintbrushes. But here's me kind of experimenting a little bit with like color. So this is just like no sketches, just color, right? Just the flat colors. Which are really good. Very eye-popping. definitely very, very catchy. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Let's finalize this a little bit more. And I made a fully rendered concept ready to go. Like, this thing was like ready to rig, and I scrapped it. And the reason that I scrapped it is because, again, liked the character, liked the design I was going for. It wasn't me. It didn't feel like it was me. I didn't want to be a cute, ooh-woo, idol anime girl. I didn't want to be a cute anime ooh-woo girl, and that's kind of like what this was starting to look like, and that's not what I wanted to be. So you know what we did? We scrapped it, and you know what? That's okay. It is okay to scrap ideas here. And then I changed my theme again. This is the third time. So I basically have gone through 3 sessions of changing it, right? And I finally decided, one word, one theme, chaos. What does chaos look like to me? What is it? What is it gonna look like? So I went into what I wanted to create. Yes, there is Hades here, okay? You can see how my vision of ideas have changed. I will say this black dress had an impact on me, okay? I don't know how, I don't know why. But I was like, you know what? Chaos isn't gonna be all omnipotent like an angelic form. Even though, like, I would really like the wings back, instead what I did is made the wings tattoos on my back. So we'll look at that when we get into the full turnaround. But, you know, we changed up the design. Now, when you're making a VTuber model, like, before you even put, like, pen to paper, I'm gonna be honest here, like, really think about what you want your design to be and what you're happy with. And then that's when you go and maybe commission somebody to make it, or maybe even just, like, make sketches of your own. I will say this much, for the most part, this is probably the only time that I'm ever going to encourage, is very similar to the toe. Yeah, that's why I got it. Yes, it is very similar to the toga. That's kind of why I chose it, I believe. But there was also some other inspiration as well. But when you're creating, I will say this is the only time that I would endorse AI, and that is to maybe come up with ideas, but do not use that. Do not use that to make a VTuber model with. Instead, take it and actually pay an artist to make it, because they are going to probably take that concept and idea and push it further. But if you can't draw, like, I understand, but just don't use that as, like, art for your VTuber model, because people are going to call you out for that, and that is not okay in the VTubing space. It is okay in the VTubing space if you say that you're trying to come up with ideas and concepts, meaning, like, you're only using it as, like, a helpful tool and not as, hey, check out my VTuber design that I made using AI, and I'm an AI artist now. People don't like that. But I know somebody that's playing around with AI right now to help develop them into their concept and idea of what they want their VTuber to be, and then they're going to take that and actually start making it themselves because they're an artist. So that's what they're doing. So that's what I recommend. Or if you can, like, literally just there's plenty of VTuber character model, like, character designers out there that would be more than happy to help you to make your concept real, because they're going to take whatever is in your head and probably make it 10 times better, because that's what their job basically is. Their job is to really just go out there and creating the VTuber concept that you want. So anyways, my concept. Now, I didn't do the AI thing. I sketched everything myself. So my particular concept, I wanted to go more eldritch. I wanted to go a little bit more crazier. I feel like I'm a very chaotic streamer. You know, I might have cozy vibes here and there, but I feel like I'm more chaotic. I also am dealing more with being more self-confident. So I wanted to, like, have my outfit and dress, like, letting it show that I was a little bit more out there. I know we have a H.P. Lovecraft. I know we all hate H.P. Lovecraft because of how weird he was, but it's more of, I like the idea of going eldritch horror designs. So we started making designs. I also played around with proportion. And what I mean by playing around with proportion, I mean playing around with these giant arms. There was originally gonna be 5 fingers, but I asked Jose, I was like, should we go with 5 or should we just make it 3? He was like, 3 makes it look more monstrous. And I was like, good, we're going with 3. So we went for a more monstrous looking design, which I think is really cool. We also changed the pupils up. You know, we have my mouth tooth, but then I was like, okay, well, I want to sketch out some outfits. I was going to go like toga-ish. We ended up not going toga-ish. I was like, oh, maybe like cute Sprite vibes. I hated this and threw it out immediately. And then I was like, oh, maybe we keep the thing coming across here. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't really like that. But I do like this bottom. So I went through a few concept designs and came up with this. I started drawing in these bones here, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys have actually looked at my concept, like my whole turnaround. Those are her actual bones. Yeah, I wanted to go really crazy for this design, okay? I've thought a lot about this. But I also liked the idea of bringing, wait, hold on a minute. Aha, hold on. Hold on a second. There we go. I also liked the idea of just galaxy theming. I don't know, because I was like chaos, and then I was like thinking about chaos from Hades, and I was thinking about that area, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should put like some stars and stuff in here. So that's what I kind of went along. But I started looking at this more, and I was like, you know, I think it's too dark. I think it's too dark for me. Like the outfit. I think the outfit is a little too dark in the sense of like color value. I'm like, I don't like how dark it is. I like the model. I like everything about this, but then I was just like, I just don't like how it looks. So I changed up the silhouette a little bit as well, because I was like, I like the silhouette, but I think that this shawl thing can be stronger. And I was like, you know what? Let's bring back the idea that I have wings. But they're not wings, it's a shawl. But if you look at the silhouette, it looks like I have wings. And I liked that a lot. And when you're dealing with a character concept, the main thing that I would recommend, look at if you have a strong silhouette. This is a really strong silhouette, because no matter what, even if you blacked all of me out, you could be able to tell, yeah, that's me. That is definitely Art Creates. That's definitely the Chaos VTuber herself. And that's what's also important when it comes to character design. The other thing I would recommend is looking at value. So value is just basically taking your color, so this, and making it black and white. I don't think we can do that right now, but basically take this and make it black and white. And I will say, when I did make this black and white, a lot of this stuff like meshed into each other, so it wasn't really doing it. So I changed up the silhouette a little bit more, because I wanted to change that shawl, because I feel like that shawl was really taking away from the form I wanted to create here, right? To give that hourglass's shape. That I liked this curve going down into here. I don't know why, it just tickled my brain right. But I wanted to put more like chaoticness up here along with the hair to kind of match. But also it reflects. So you have a little bit here, and then you have like a little break, and then you have a little craziness here, and then you have a long break, and then you have more craziness down here. So you have some breaks in it, but there are also shape breaks in here because it's not completely smooth. And I really did enjoy that. So the next thing that I did was, I was like, this is too dark. Let's make it lighter. So we explored colors. And this is okay to go back and do like constantly. Like I have changed like up these colors so much. And this isn't even to the extent of how many times I've changed the colors, okay? There is so much more that I've experimented with the colors in this that isn't shown. So there is a long process that can happen in between. So, you know, I would say let's like reiterate back of what it takes to really make a VTuber model or even just a character design. First, what do you want to look like? Like, what is your theme? Okay, what is your mood board based off of that theme? Okay, what do you think of with these themes and this mood board? Like, what are we connecting to? Like, what other things can we connect? And just keep building off of that and building off of that and building off of that. And then you might get to an idea or a concept that you might further and develop. And then you got start with sketches, like what is their body type going to be, what is their like what kind of outfits are they going to wear, and just kind of furthering that design more and more and more, right? Until you get, you can't further it forever, but get to like a point where you're just like, yeah, I kind of like these designs. Okay, then take those, start doing color. What's your color palette? What do you think your color palette evokes? Like, what kind of color palette do you want to go for? So that's what we were doing, is more of experimenting right now with color palettes. Along with like silhouette design as well. But I changed up. So as you can see, I went from this darker color, which by the way, I now started adding a crown, because I was like, well, if I'm supposed to be a goddess, am I supposed to be a queen? I might as well slay, I might as well slay. So I created a crown concept, which by the way is a very important symbol, because that is now the symbol of chaos. And this is reflected in the design 2 times. Actually, technically it's replicated in the design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Well, technically 7, because you count both irises, but both pupils. So it's reflected in a lot of the design, mostly around the upper area, to just really reflect that, hey, this is now the design. I also didn't mean to, but it kind of is also reflected in here. I didn't mean for that. It just happened. But we played around a lot more with color. And eventually I got to this one, which is definitely has the darker at the bottom and the lighter on top, just to bring more things. But one problem I did notice, because I brought it into value, you'll notice that this arm is darker than this one. And the reason to that being is because when this arm was really dark, it blended in with these two, with this color. And so I made it lighter to be able to stand out better. So you can see my horns a lot better here than you can in these other 2 art concepts. Now, the other thing is that all of this color palette is still relatively similar to my own, because it's blues, purples, and black. And white. So blue, purple, black, white. Those were the 4 colors. Technically, the green did get added as well, but it's only in here. But those, well, yeah, blues, I think, blue, pink, black, and white, and purple. Those were the 5 colors. And I will say this much: limit your color palette to like definitely 5. And then you can create variations based off of those. So like this is like a really dark midnight blue over here that kind of goes up into like a little bit darker blue that goes up into a purple and goes up and up and up, right? So that's kind of what we're doing here with the character concept. And then in the end, this is the final design that I came up with. So 3 processes to get to this. And from where, I don't have the where we started, but I should have done that. I should have done like a file of like from where we started to now to this. Maybe I'll put that up there in a second. But then I went and created this whole entire thing. but I still liked the wing idea, so I brought that back as a tattoo on her back. But yeah, I mean, a really great concept and idea that finally kind of took life, you know, finally came more alive, right? And when you're now turning the character around, this is where you have to think about, like, what does the character look like from behind? Is there anything interesting behind them that would be cool? So I was like, oh, well, she has this entire area. So I was like, oh, you know what? Put a tattoo on there with wings to kind of like hinder back to the idea that I wanted to have wings on this character, and it ended up throwing that away. And that's kind of what ended up happening. And you know what? That's okay. But I did keep this bone idea that I always had. There was always a bone idea to probably put in here at one point. But yeah, those are from her actual spine. No, that's coming out from her spine. Those are bones. Those are actual bones. But yeah, so that's how I created my VTuber design. That's what it takes a lot of times to make a VTuber design. Now, some people might have more of a solid idea of what they want to do. I'm gonna snooze that. So some people might have more of a solid idea of what they want to do and what they want to create. So they might, you know, the process to make it might be faster than this. And the other thing is that I struggled a lot with trying to really think of what I wanted my 2.0 design to be. And the reason that I fell on this design in particular was, one, it is very striking. Two, I think it definitely emphasizes more of my chaotic gremlinness. But also, like, just, I think going from what my model currently is to this just makes me really excited of like new things to come and what can come from it. And some people might go like a different way. Like, you know, some people might want to go the angelic way. Some people might want to go like a different way with how they want. But I would definitely recommend just like start out with a simple character concept and a PNG tuber. See if you even like streaming. Just start out really basic. Like, you don't have to even make a whole lot, you know, there's plenty of free stuff, free models out there that you can use, that you can kind of get your start with, and then you can develop it from there with how you want to go about your design concept. Do you want to be a little bit more casual? Do you want to be like, do you want your VTuber to have a job? Do you want, like, you know, what is your profession? How would that profession go into actually affecting this? Like, you know, my profession is that I am a freaking god and I am a menace. So that's how I came up with this, which definitely evokes a lot of more power. Like, there's something powerful here. There's definitely a chaotic thing about this. And not even just, like, the arms, but definitely the face evokes that. There's something here. And it is chaos incarnate. And she gonna fuck you up. And that's what I wanted it to be. But also, sometimes I am very soft. Sometimes I am very reserved. And I will say, like, I think that this can also evoke it as well in certain cases. So yeah. So that is my model. Oh. But that is the 2.0. Oh, here, let me exit out of this stupid Discord thing. I don't know why that came up. Stop it. But yeah, so let me, there you go. So we don't have to go through like the entire thing again, but definitely going from like surprise OBS and crash. Oh no, it's because I already had that Discord thing up, so I already had it up. It was just like up in the background. But anyways, going from like these designs all the way down to then this design, and then ending on this design definitely a lot. Actually, let me make a new slide here. Just so you can see all the concept, right? So we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna put this down here. So we went from like this to this concept. And then, oh, I hate when it does that. It's like, why can't you move regularly? And then to this final one. So a lot of things changed in the process. And again, it's okay to throw out ideas, because at the end of the day, you're just brainstorming. It's all brainstorming. It's coming up with ideas and concepts that you may not actually ever use, but who knows what you could use, right? Oh, I am in the way again, aren't I? I am in the way. Here, let me do that. I'm in the way again. Here we go. We'll just move over here. Maybe this will be better. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough screens. There we go. But yeah, making a VTuber design and how to make a VTuber is definitely, I think, a very... Oh no, ads, stop. I thought I snoozed you again. I'm snoozing it so much right now because I don't want you to get ads while I'm talking. But making a VTuber concept definitely, as you can see, can be quite a struggle. Especially when you're trying to really think about what you want to do. Now, the thing is a lot of people might be thinking, oh, this is a rebranding, right? And it's like, no, this is more of a lore expansion. Like, I'm evolving into this next thing. But a lot of people do rebrandings a lot. And I'm going to be honest out here, when you're experimenting and going early on in your VTubing career content, it is okay for you to change up your model a lot. It's okay for you to experiment. And that's why I say, like, be a PNG tuber. Just like start with that, right? You can experiment all you want with how your PNG tuber can look. And then if you finally get to a design and concept that you really like, that you really enjoy, then maybe think about doing this. And maybe taking that concept and exploring it further. But if you already like that, like PNG tuber design, like Basil Wolf. Oh my gosh, Basil Wolf is a really great thing for this. But not for sure. Oh my gosh. But Basil Wolf is a good example. Basil Wolf started out as a PNG tuber for like a really long time. Same with Boo the Rat. She also was a PNG tuber for a very long time and only recently debuted her live 2D model. But for a very long time she was just a PNG tuber. And again, same with Basil. Basil was like a PNG tuber for like 2 years, right? And he finally decided on his design, and then he debuted his live 2D model that he currently has. And it's okay to do that, because sometimes you want to build up an audience before you make this. So I could even take this and just turn it into a PNG tuber and just make it a PNG tuber and just stream with that, you know? And that's what you can do. So you don't have to even just make a live 2D model. But when it comes to concepts and all of that, you have a long time to be able to figure it out, you know? And it's okay if you change. It's okay if you expand on your ideas, because the people that really follow you will be there for those changes. And you might get new people, you might lose people, and that's okay. That's just how it is in content creation. That you're gonna just kind of do that. But when it comes to character design and actually how to make a VTuber, I will say this much. The best things that I can tell you from my journey with this is think of a theme, explore that theme. If you don't like the theme anymore, throw it out. Start over again. And you know what? It's okay to do that. It is Mama Art here to tell ya. It's okay to literally throw it out, because that even happens in actual, like, professional production. Sometimes they'll work on something and they'll throw it all out and restart again. And it's okay. It's okay to restart anything. Sometimes you just have to restart. Yeah, so again, think of a theme. Go through some design concepts of that theme. If you don't like it, throw it out. Pick a different theme. If you go through that and you don't like it, then pick a different theme. And just kind of go through themes based on how you want to be. So you can start with a theme and actually start streaming with that theme. And then you might go later down the line, like a year or so later, or even like a few months later, and you might not like it anymore. It is okay to change that theme. It is okay to change. Change is good, and it means that you as a content creator are advancing. And with VTuber models in particular, VTuber models at the end of the day is an art. It is a form of art. It is a piece of art that is constantly changing. So you as a VTuber can constantly change as much as your content may be changing. I know we're talking about content creation too, but like that's kind of how it is with like VTuber models, right? Snooze, you ads, go away. I do hope that this has been somewhat helpful to people about like the process and just how to go about it. And the thing is, this is my process. This isn't how maybe other people might do it, right? Other people, when you're actually starting and making a VTuber, because this is like, I already have my own brand, right? I'm changing to being from your local chaotic storm deity to just chaos incarnate. So we're not like changing too much. That's why I'm saying we're not really rebranding. I'm still going to be able to make the same content that I am. It's just we're changing the model from being this to that. And that's what we're mainly going with. And it's okay. And, you know, change is good. I'm going to miss this model when I change over to this 2.0 next year. I am going to miss it, but as much as I do fear change, I also am excited because, you know, there might be new things, there might be new toggles, there might be, you know, new people and all of that sort of stuff. And, you know, that's okay. And if, you know, there's older people that don't really like my content anymore and don't like my model anymore and all of that, well, it's like, well, you know what? That's okay. Some people might not like it. I like it, and that's all that matters to me. And I think that's the other thing with like models as well, is like, don't give a shit about what other people have to say about your model. And especially with me, because my model is not the typical anime style model. And it's okay to make models outside of anime style, because that's also another thing to really stand out. And there's some people that have talked about that. I'm not really talking about that, but I'm saying like, you can make your model look however you want. Like, this 2.0 definitely was very much an experimentation of really going far, and I really, really ended up liking it a lot because of how unique it was, because of how different it was, and because I think it really evokes the chaoticness I want to put out, right? So you're going to experiment a lot when it comes to a VTuber model. And sometimes you're going to go through rebrandings, sometimes you're going to go through changes, and it's okay to really do that and explore that. Just have fun and do what you want to do and do what you're comfortable with doing. That's another thing. Don't just change your model to be like really out there like this one, like very, very much a lot more skin showing, I think, than the previous two. Well, I guess the other one has a full leg. Well, I guess this one's more conservative than the first one, but you can have fun exploring your concept and how far you want to go with how much clothing's on there, or how you want to look. You know, do you want big boobas? Do you not want big boobas? And that's okay. Do you want long hair? Do you want short hair? Do you want to be male? Do you want to be female? Do you want to be questionable? You can go out there and explore as much as you want, because VTubing in itself isn't just anime. Really go out there and explore and do what you want to do. And again, there's plenty of modelers and riggers out there that do other things besides anime. It's just anime is the more typical style that people do. I don't. I have my own style. It's very unique because of that, because I have my own style when it comes to making VTuber models. But you can go out there and see other people that are doing like crazier and more interesting ones. I will say, if you want like a very interesting like cartoon style, I don't know why, look at people that do furry models, because they might be more into that. They might actually be more into like making more cooler and uniquer styles like that, because furry VTuber modelers and riggers are probably really, really much more complex out there. They probably are smarter than me when it comes to this stuff. Maybe I might look at their stuff for how to rig my model. But yeah, like, go out there, experiment, and you know, you're gonna change and you're gonna grow, and different themes are gonna happen and come to you, and it's okay to explore them. But I will say, for the most part, with this 2.0, I might stay in this for a really long time. Oh, I cannot snooze the ads anymore, by the way, on Twitch, so you're gonna get hit with ads no matter what. That I do now. But I do hope that this helps you, or helps anybody that is trying to understand or think about what they want to create when it comes to a VTuber model. And again, you know, people have different ways of doing it. You might think differently, like, you know, my theme of chaos, you might think differently about how that a VTuber model can spawn from that. From the, you know, become god angelic one, you might think of a different concept to that. And the last one, you know, like a great, I don't know, queen of light, you might think something different, right? So everyone thinks differently. You do not have to fit into a mold. Really explore what you want your theme to be and just have fun. And if you think it's, and go crazy with it. Like this model, this was crazy and I love it. Go and be crazy. Go be a little chaotic. Go be a menace. If you want to go the chibi doki route with creating like a chibi model but being like an absolute menace of person, you can go that route. All right. If you want to go the like Basil Wolf and Boo the Rat route with like being a PNG tuber and eventually getting to like that 2.0, because it's like then you get to have some time like with it, right? With that concept and that theming, you can go that route. Just go the route that you want to. At the end of the day, making a VTuber model and a concept is very, very personal. Like, I think a lot of people don't talk about this in VTubing, but it is a very, very personal thing, because it is how you display yourself. It is how people see you. It is, and I try to make my VTuber model very reflective of, one, my body type, which is definitely very wide. I am more on the curvier side. And just also, I am putting myself out there a lot more, especially with this design. Putting myself out there a little bit more to be a little bit more, I guess, going on the 18 plus side, but not because I'm gonna turn into a lewd tuber now. No. No. I just really like that dress. And I just really thought it was cool looking, and I was just like, you know what, let's show a little bit more. Because I'm weird that way, okay? I just wanted to, I guess, show myself off more, to like have more self-esteem, right? I have a lot more body confidence than I used to in the past, and I kind of wanted to show that in my model, right? And that's why I'm saying, like, some VTuber models can be quite personal to people. So when people come in and say how shit your fucking model is, like, you guys don't understand, but those models are probably very personal to people. There's a lot of things in a person's VTuber model that they might not say or say anything about. And again, you can make your VTuber model as personal to you as you want, right? You don't have to make it extreme, but you can make a VTuber model that is very personal to you, either in body type or your face. Like, there's literally a VTuber that made a VTuber model that was based off of their own face. Like, it is based off of them. Like, it is, they took a picture of their face and made it into a VTuber model. And you know what? You can do that. If you want to do that, you can do it. I don't know, if you want to take Justin Bieber's face and make that your the face of your VTuber model, you freaking can. Well, I think Justin Bieber might have a problem with it, but celebrities may have a problem with it. But like, what I'm saying is, like, you can make your VTuber model quite personal to you, depending on like how it looks, its body shape, anything like that. And even just down to like freckles or marks or birthmarks, or I've even seen people put like their actual tattoos that they have like on themselves, they put it on their VTuber model, and that's very personal. So at the end of the day, you can make your VTuber model as cool and as personal or as out of this world as you want to, because at the end of the day, it's your theme, it's your idea. So yeah. But let me just, we're gonna go over to just chatting. I knew this was gonna be a really short stream, just going more in depth about it. But do you have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? We're at the question part. Does anyone have any questions about character design? Does anyone have questions? I do hope that this explains a lot. I hope that my rambling wasn't too much. And all of that. Oh, you know what? Some people are probably going to ask about, like, oh, we've heard that character design in particular, like, you should do stuff with asymmetricalness. I'm here to tell you, you don't. I've seen a lot of people, when it comes to character design, say that you need to have asymmetricalness to a design in order for it to be reading really strong. I'm here to tell you, you don't. You can have your character be symmetrical if you want to. And actually, that was the main point of how I wanted to make this. I actually wanted to go with this asymmetrical design. I wanted to go with this. I will get to your question in a second. I really want to go with this asymmetrical this symmetrical design, because chaos would make you think, oh, it's gonna be asymmetrical, but then it's like, it's symmetrical. It's the ironic. Okay, so Ray, I like that you raise your hand. You don't have to call me professor, but thank you. So is there anything you recommend that people avoid? I would avoid copying other VTubers' designs. And what I mean by that is, I mean, it is a straight copy. Like, I mean, completely straight copy. What I mean is, let's go up to Iron Mouse here. What I mean is, like, taking, let's say that you take Iron Mouse's like wings here, and you really like this, and you just basically copy that and basically like paste it here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody will like you. Everybody will hate you. And a lot of people talk about like Shy Lily clones, or like, I even know a Gargura clone that keeps saying that she's not. She's probably is, because her color palette is exactly the same. The only difference is that she has a lighter blue than Gargura. She just has a little bit lighter blue. But like, other than that, she pretty much is pretty similar. Like, Same big overview jacket, same colors, somewhat similar palettes. Now, of course, there are some differences to the design because it's not a one-to-one. So that's why she gets labeled as a clone. So I would say for the most part, there's a difference between clone and absolute copy. Like, some people might say that this VTuber design, so let's go back down to these ones, that this one in the middle is definitely an Iron Mouse, like, you know, the angelic Iron Mouse one. Yes, that was a big inspiration. However, even though that it might be somewhat of a clone because people might do the wings thing or the big giant poofy sleeves here. A lot of VTubers have big giant poofy sleeves here because they have either big jackets or big just poofy things. Like, that's just like a given thing that a lot of VTubers have, so you can't really say that I copied one individual person. The other thing is that the skirt is different, and also, like, I have different boots and all of that sort of stuff. There's other things to this design than just me literally copying her, right? And even with this black dress, like, I still tried to change it. Like, the only thing about the black dress that kept is, like, this part, right? Everything else about it has been changed. So it's not a one-to-one. So if you're gonna take an inspiration, don't copy it. Don't just straight up copy, like copy paste. Actually go in and think about how you would take that concept and make it your own, right? Like, in like, even Iron Mouse basically did this. So Iron Mouse basically, if you think about it, hold on, let me move myself because let me move myself over a little bit again. But Iron Mouse basically took the puffy sleeves idea, but then she put a bow around it to make it have a different shape. So it wasn't just like the straight. So she made it have a different shape to it, right? And that is taking it and making it your own. And that's just kind of what she did. And again, colors and also just different shape language, always great. And then with mine, what I basically did is most people just have the straight like cuffs, but I did it like with wings, right? With wings and feathers. And the other thing is a lot of these kinds of concepts that people have with like this magical curl concept usually do have it be where there's like a big thing at the bottom here, but I cut that off and actually put it up here instead and just put all the bulk here in like a nice little pretty skirt. And that's okay, because that's taking a concept idea and changing it into how I want to do it. So that's like the number one thing I would say to avoid. The other thing that I please, if you're going to do Japanese or like Japanese style or like any Japanese thing, please stop using the same outfit. I know that when it comes to Japanese style, there's not that much, but there are a lot of different patterns and colors that you can use to differentiate each other. I have seen too much blues and whites. Do something else. Or even take a concept, of like a yokai and make it in a different outfit. Or like, you know, take like yokai, but make it a cyberpunk yokai. Like, take an oni, but make it cyberpunk. That seems like a cool idea. That's like combining themes. That's what I like to call it. I like to call it combining themes. And even I've done this before with like Greek mythos, like Greek, Hellenistic Greek, and cyberpunk. Okay? It can be done. and it can be done relatively effectively if you know what you're doing and you know how to combine the themes. So that's like basically taking a character theme concept and meshing it with like something outside of what it is. And again, cyberpunk can technically work. So like you can mesh those. Just have fun. Just have fun playing around with that sort of idea. And again, it's a lot of experimentation that you can do. And again, you can mesh themes together. Like like I basically mesh Eldritch Horror with Greek. So that's what ended up happening, is like I just ended up meshing Eldritch Horror with Greek inspired clothing in a way, right? To create a very unique concept, right? And that's okay. You can have fun. What? It's my 2.0. But you can have fun in experimenting with what you want to do. You can go out here and explore and expand on different ideas. So again, you can take something, if you want to do like something from Japan, you can take like a yokai idea or maybe like something else. The perfect reaction to be honest. I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of people when they saw my 2.0 was like, what the heck is that? Especially when I popped up with just this silhouette. Especially the silhouette. But that means that that's strong. Because then it gets people to go like, oh, what is this? Like, what is that? I want to know more. And that's another thing too. Especially when you come up with concepts design. Where are you? I'm new to Twitch. What is going on? You are like a cartoon? I'm a VTuber on the internet. Well, welcome to Twitch. Wow. I've never had this happen to me before. Oh. I don't know why command is not working. What's your blurb? Oh yeah, hi. I'm Art Creates. I'm a VTuber, which means that I use a RP. What the hell even? Okay, so a VTuber is a virtual avatar that a person uses. Yeah, it's a virtual avatar that I use. So I'm basically using facial tracking through a webcam right now. Some people use an iPhone. And I basically am a whole lot of art meshes all put together. And if you've ever seen motion capturing for video games, that's basically what I'm doing. But it's just with a webcam tracking my facial movements and being able to make me move. So I'm using my head to turn. And you create a character, and you can create any kind of character. You can look however you want. Some people choose like an anime character, and this is my own particular style. Why would I mean, tech seems awesome. Yeah. Can you be like yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. If you ask anything, yes, it's been done before. Someone did a Nicolas Cage. Okay, someone did Nicolas Cage. Some people have done like Sonic, though Sega had a problem with it. So you can do. People have been experimenting with a lot of different ones. So. Vtuber is a hand-drawn model that uses tracking to track a person's emotions. The art is all different layers that goes through a process called rigging, which involves... Yeah, that's actually good. Can you do others? Yeah. I actually have a lot of models. I have a Furby model, too. Like, from Furbies. Yeah, but there is no limit to what a model can create. Yeah, but welcome. I'm glad that I am able to introduce you to VTubing. Also, a lot of VTubers What are my faves? Okay, so if you're... Oh, that's not the Furby. Oh, why did you put Okay, well... Do you have like some crazy shit going on? Well, as you can see, people can redeem certain things to put on my model, which this one is furry mode, where I get dog ears and I get a tail. So you can have a lot of fun with a VTuber model. And experimenting with how you want to do things. Because like I can remove my hair. We have a no body redeem. You can steal my entire body and just remove body privileges from me. So I end up just being a head. VTuber models, you can just explore so much. But when it comes to like Twitch stuff, there is like, what are redeems? So redeems, if you see on the chat right here, there, I like how we're doing. If you see on the chat right here, you'll see another. Oh,
it's really cool versus YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube unfortunately doesn't have this. They are working on it for streaming though. But if you look down, there's a little blue, or not blue, there's a little purple right underneath the chat. So there's chat, and then there's another purple. Yeah, the purple in the corner. And thank you, Rowan. Also, oh yeah, you can make George speak. George is my little text to speech bot right here. Rowan carrying. Rowan does carry. Yeah, but right now we're actually talking about VTuber models and stuff like that. So that's a new thing to Twitch. I don't get it. There are like 100 things to do. Yeah, just click. Oh, hi, how are ya? I can get really close to the screen. Yeah, you can have a look, read everything. You can do whatever you want, and you can... Yo, what? Yeah, hi. Hi, hello. Hi. I bet like regular is chat. Yeah, chat can do that. Chat can move my model around. I can get closer to you. Chat can throw things at me. Chat can turn me into a Furby.
George is a redeem. You can make him speak, redeem other stuff like sound alerts, concha.
Yeah, chat, get her back. I'll go back in my position. That's too close. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We can't be too comfortable. We can't be too comfortable with each other.
Oh yes, Daddy.
You can also make sound redeems as well. You can also jail me. You can put me in jail. So line time. Art, how are you? I am good. How you make the message read out loud? So when you're in... Oh, I'm getting hit with a bunch of plushies. When you go to George Speak, it will allow you to just type out whatever you want. There are restrictions, so you can't like type whatever, but you can just type out whatever you want and it will say it. And that's how text to speech works. So it's literally just text to speech. Oh,
I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
And there goes my hair. There it goes.
All right.
No, you cannot say that word. No, if you do that, you will get banned, just so you know.
Add butter. 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 Add butter.
I wouldn't chill. No, it's okay. It's just that some people don't know that, and some people are just like, some people that do come on to like newer Twitch channels, they like try that out immediately and they get banned so quickly. Add butter. Yeah, you gotta add the butter. You could be... I will tell you this much. I make my models very much to my own skin tone, so no. Yeah, no, nobody likes that. That's technically, that's actually not allowed. Oh. Okay, I've been daddy moded. I have now been turned into daddy art. Actually, let me move over because we're basically done talking about everything here. Oh, it's not letting me do this. Oh, save. Hold on. I like how we're just like showing them all this different stuff. Yeah, I can change my model. I can change how I look. See, this is what I was saying about models. You got rooms? Yeah, I got rooms. That's just a given on Twitch. Welcome to Twitch. We have scene changes. We can turn to different things. I can do a lot of things. I can put myself in a jar. Don't ask about the jar. That was a funny thing we did. New Twitch users are the best. Yeah. Introducing you is so... And the funny thing is, you landed on a VTuber. So most VTubers, so May, just so you know, most VTubers do not actually show themselves. A lot of them do not show the real face. That's why a lot of VTubers choose this. It's because of the anonymity. So, no. I do hand cam, which just basically means I show my hands. But most VTubers do not reveal their real face. Some have, not all of them. But some do like IRL content, which is real life content, and do, yeah. Bro, if I was using a voice changer, don't you think that my, voice coming in would be a little bit different? But a lot of people, it'd be very obvious if I was. I am not. But most and I will say, May, don't go into other VTubers. Yeah, so the thing is with VTubing, because you landed on a VTuber, so you're like diving in to just the craziest part of Twitch. Actually, there's crazier parts, but you guys are crazy. Well, yeah. Yeah, there's also like companies with VTubers. So like we even have like so there's like corporation VTubers and there's indies, which is like this. Some people do be living under a rock. Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah, you dived into like the strangest thing of VTubing, which is great because then I get to kind of explain it. So yeah. Let's not ask ages. Actually, the funny thing is if you're not 18 plus, technically you have to get off of here. Yeah, you dived very deep, but that's okay. People are just buying this promotion and get stuff done to it. Yeah. Basically. And you don't buy it. The channel points, which that's what they're called, you just get by sitting and watching. You just sit, watch, and just do that. Is that Twitch? I will say no. There's plenty of people that, this is VTubing. VTubing is like virtual, but.
Oh yes, Daddy.
Yeah, the points you get for free, you can subscribe, which basically means that you pay and you basically can be able to not have ads, and you get to use a whole bunch of cool emotes. People, for VTubing in particular, people commission to make a VTuber model. Following is free. We also have free follow emotes. So basically, if you hit the follow button, it will just allow you. So a subscription is different than a follow. Subscription, you're paying for that. Follow is free, and you can get free stuff. Are like working at a bank or what? No, I don't work at a bank. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for the stretching. Oh, that sort of stuff. Oh, the background. Oh. No. Why anonymity? Why huh? English is not my... Oh, okay, so your English is not your first language. That makes so much more sense now. Why anonymous? So because people on the internet are weird, and some people want to know more about that person and will stalk them and actually try to hurt them. So, yes. And also, like, for the most part, you can have so much more fun being a VTuber. Which... Yeah, some people, the other thing is that some people just don't want to show their face. Yeah. The other thing is that people are just not comfortable showing their face. Some people just have social anxiety and they just don't want to show it. So there's a lot of reasons to why a person probably wouldn't show their face. It's very personal. Yes. Yes. I will say, there are some people that do have voice changers, but it's very, very obvious. I forgot, do we have an English only chat? Kind of. I don't mind if it's not. It's more of, I like to keep it on English for my own personal purviews. Lewdtubers are VTubers that basically, yeah, no, it's okay. Are basically VTubers that have other sites that they use to make 18 plus content. And they usually do show off more of their bodies. So they are more comfortable showing their faces and making more, hentai. Actually, you hit that right on the nose. Yes. 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 Both sometimes. Both. Where are they? You'll find them. You'll find them. Just for reason. You'll find them. But do know that most of it is behind paywall content. So it's behind paywalls. You have to pay for it. So if you have the money, you go and find them. You can find them. They're out there. Do a search. Yeah, you can literally search for it. But the one thing is, don't just go in there and just beg for it. Because the other thing is, one thing, these people are not your friends. They're not your girlfriends. They're not your boyfriend. That has happened so much in the VTubing community. Please don't do that. Please be nice, be respectful, and go and have fun. I just scrolled and clicked on some random stream and found you in your chat. That's no free pics free in this economy. Yeah, true. But I would say, go and just you don't even have to chat in people's streams. So you don't even have to talk. Just go explore what Twitch has to offer, and especially with VTubing, and you'll find a lot of different interesting things. Do you ever think, internet personality, and do you ever think about the parasocial dynamic of internet personality and its viewership? Send him to Vlad? Fuck off, no. Yeah, I will say, yeah, parasocial relationships, there are some VTubers that thrive off of it. But I don't do that here. You guys are my chat. At the end of the day, you don't know me. I don't know you.
Mum, come on.
Yeah, you don't know me. I don't know you. At the end of the day, you're dealing with your own problems. I'm dealing with my own problems. At the end of the day, when I close out the stream and I leave, like, we're different. We have completely different lives, we come here, we have fun together, and then we go on and we live our lives. That's how it is here. If I make you laugh, if I make you have a few jokes, tell me what are your real problems? No, we don't do that here. The only time I tell you about my real problems
It'll be fun. Pretty please? With a cherry on top?
one is I'm a noob on Twitch. Yes, you Okay, he's got humor. That's good. He doesn't have the time. Well, yeah. I will tell you this much. Being a noob on Twitch, and even like with me, when I first started streaming, I didn't know anything about being on Twitch. There's never being good.
Listen here,
Oh.
squirt.
Let's change subject. Yeah, let's yeah. We don't like going too dark here. The only time that I talk about like really dark things is if it's like super majorly important. But other than that, we just sit here, we have fun, and that's all you gotta do. And that's pretty much it. At the end of the day, a lot of us have fun entertainers. But on Twitch, there's a whole entire variety. If you like watching people play games, you came to the right place. There's plenty of stuff. What do you guys do for fun then? You know, a lot of chat just throws stuff at me. That's what they do. Or they give me head pats. Or they be nice and give me head pats. That's another thing. Like chatting? I do not watch people play. Well,
Lots of watching, lol.
yeah. I'm not even joking. You can watch people sleep. You can watch people sleep. But, you know, people do art. I do games. I do chatting. Mostly at the end of the day, I'm an entertainer. You just sit here and you just see my reactions to stuff and we comment on it. Why would anyone watch someone sleep? I don't know. What art do you do? I just do character art. If you're looking for sussier art, I rarely ever do that, and I can't stream that anyways. NSFW art cannot be streamed on Twitch. So don't go looking for it. It is banned. Anybody that tries to do that gets banned. What are you talking about? Not safe for work art or 18 plus work and stuff like that. Do you paint? No, I do digital work. Oh, have I? Oh, that only works for the chibi. Hentai. Yeah, you can't do hentai. I just do like character art. I also have a comic I'm making about my lore. Lore is basically, so a VTuber that has lore, it's basically like their backstory. Their story before they became a VTuber, before they came. What is character? I'm a lore addict, yes. Character art just means like doing illustrations, character work. Let me actually pull up something. Like, oh, not that. Like this stuff. Like doing this. This cool art. Or doing, oh, it's not on, that's why. Or doing like this. Just drawings. Just drawing. Just drawing some stuff. I'm like, oh, that's the wrong thing. So that's what we do. We do art on Wednesdays, and then we do games on Friday and Saturdays. I'm a fan artist, which basically means I draw pre-existing characters from other franchises. Yeah. So different artists do different things, and you can look. The great thing about Twitch is that what you can do is on Twitch, you can literally browse. So you can, if you're on mobile.
Did you do this with I?
No, I have a bot. I have a stream bot that does that for me. So it's just a fun bot. It's just a text-to-speech.
There's an audience for every niche.
There is an audience for every single niche out there in the world. I'm getting good at this. Yeah, you're doing great. I'm actually I need to be on Twitch anyways, because you're gonna experience May your first raid. So on Twitch, there's another thing that happens.
Or, so cute he's growing. Lol.
But on Twitch, actually, the funny thing is, if you like AI intelligence, there is an AI VTuber that exists. She exists. So basically, she's an entire bot that just works. And yeah. I'm kidding. Yeah, Neurosama. Go and check out Neurosama. She's amazing. She's a bot that was basically made by this guy, by Veril. This guy named Veril, I think, right? I forget his name. What is that? Neurosama is basically like me. She moves and everything, but she is completely AI. She is a bot. She is not real. She was just she was an experiment to see if it works, and a lot of people loved her. She's really crazy. You never know what's coming out of her mouth, and at one point I want to do a collaboration with her. That just means that I would be on her stream, meaning like I would be with her and talking. People spend their time on that? Yeah. Yeah. Are you? Yes. I am real. I'm a real person. I am very much a real person. Yeah, yeah, that person does know because they know me in real life. So, all of us are real here in chat. I personally know her boyfriend, yeah. So, we know each other. It's great. It's great to introduce you to this stuff. I've been here for 15 minutes. I didn't even know I am chatting with persons or not. Yes, you're in anyone that you see chatting in here, unless they like say, hey, come join us for come and get like buy followers from me. That's definitely a bot. That's definitely always going to be a bot. I like how we've just changed from all of this. Oh, I don't want to do the Discord. Hi, come buy followers from me.
We are definitely all real. No bots here. Definitely not.
Our chat can go crazy and just be like, yeah, we're definitely not, yeah, we're all not real. We're all fake. We're just things on the internet. I don't know. 100% not a bot. Oh my god, you guys making me crazy. Should have seen last week. Oh my gosh, last week was crazy. I can never do the captcha. What's the captcha? Oh, the captcha! The one to make sure you're not a bot. Like, can we be something other as a VTuber? Like, what are restrictions? I will say there's not really many restrictions when it comes to a VTuber. There's a lot of different kinds of VTubers. There's even people called, so the things of VTubers is there's PNG tubers, and then there's me, and then when it comes to content, sometimes, you know, you have to be 18 years or older, you know, and yeah. Slimes, cats, celestial beings. Yeah, there's not really many restrictions. What is PNG tubers? So PNG tubers, actually the person we're going to raid, which by the way, raids is basically I'm taking all of my chat and we're going into another person's chat. That's what we're going to be doing. So a PNG tuber is basically a person that just has a image that their mouth is closed and then their mouth opens. And sometimes it can also blink. And that's all it is. It's just still images instead of using a full rig like I have. A rig is basically how the thing moves. Rigging is like thinking of bones. I basically made my entire bone structure. This shit. Well, PNG tubers are like the starting point of a lot of VTubers. So a lot of VTubers will start as PNG tubers to get used to streaming, to create a community, and then they move actually into what is called debuting or showing a new model. That's what I'm going to be doing with my 2.0. So I'll be moving from this one to a newer model. So it's like a new model version. Is this like for real IRL Outcast? Oh my god. No. Not really. It's just like, I would say,
aren't we all outcasts in one way or another?
Yeah, I will say, if you want to move over, there's like plenty of other people that you can view. I'm so surprised that the first thing that you click on Twitch is literally just a VTuber. And we have to... Oh my gosh, we getting deep out here.
I just don't get it, lol.
Yeah, no, it's a lot to get. I think with VTubing, it's a lot to get. But for the most part, I think that what you have to do is just kind of watch a few different people. And at the end of the day, the only difference between VTubing and IRL content is just, we just use a character avatar instead of our actual faces. And that's it. That is all you need to know. We still do similar niches of either playing games, doing chatting, and all of that sort of stuff.
Mother, may I mention a boy group that's kinda like VTubers?
Oh, is it the K-pop group that's like the 3D models? I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, there's a K-pop group, which is a Korean pop group that does it. ABBA? ABBA? If you know Hatsune Miku, like, Hatsune Miku is basically the same. She's basically like that. Yeah, Miku. I feel like you might not know who Miku is. If you don't know what a VTuber is. ABBA had, like, a avatar event.
Miku Miku ni shitty grew.
I mean, I guess? Hello, me? The pronunciation? Yeah, George doesn't have very much good pronunciation with the text-to-speech, honestly. Just, George tries. George just tries. That is racist. No, that's from Miku. No. We don't stand racism here. George is the frog. Yeah.
Shitty grew.
I mean, someone has done the D's nuts jokes before multiple times with George. George has talked about lube before, so that's not far off. But please don't try and use George to actually make slurs or try to make them say slurs. You will be banned for that. Like 100%. I'm just putting out the boundaries because I'm not the only person that has these boundaries. There's plenty of people and VTubers that do have these boundaries.
No lube, no protection, all night, all day.
Yeah. No, it's not hilarious. It's not funny to me. It's not funny to anybody in my chat. Trust me, to me, if I don't view it as hilarious, no. We don't stand that here. We don't like it. When we say stand, it just means that we don't stand it here. We do not like that. And if you do it, we will time you out, meaning that nobody
Here
can hear
I
you.
am, rock you like a hurricane.
If I can do it, shall I? No. You can... Bro, you're getting this close to me actually banning you and telling everybody else to kick you out of your chat. You're on the edge, my dude. I know, but if you go into other people's chats, they will not stand that. They will kick you out immediately. You will be banned for even just joking about it, because a lot of people don't like that. And a lot of here on Twitch, you pull that shit, you're gone. And I'm being serious, man. I wish I had my anger thing. I don't have it. I don't think I have the emotion for that. Oops. But I know that you're trying to say like, oh, but I'm just joking. Trust me, a lot of people have done that and they have been banned for less. Don't have the patience for nonsense. Yeah, I have the patience because I know you're new here, so I'm not going to do that to you.
George says Standplave, the 5-member Korean pop group that uses virtual avatars. Their names are Noah, Bambi, Yoonho, Yejin, and Homin. George's favorite song by them is Way for Love.
Oh my gosh, George. You're right. You are a fake avatar that tells me not to tell something that could theoretically sound like something that someone who wants to hear it should, like, what? It's time for the hammer time. Look, I want to justify me being just, but I might just have failed at that. No, bro, nothing is going to make you justify making racist fucking shit. Nothing. Zero. What the fuck? No. 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 I don't even care. No, I don't care. I don't care about you saying chill. I don't care about you saying...
Bang bang, Maxwell's silver hammer came down upon his head.
Yeah. I don't care about you saying that you're chill about it. I don't care about you saying any of that. You pull that fucking shit
Hammer time.
Anywhere, fuck you. And you know what? Just for that, nah, I'm done with you. I don't care if you're new on here. Welcome to Twitch, where if you try and pull that shit, you will be banned. Welcome to the ban. Yeah, welcome to being banned, May. Yeah. For all... It doesn't matter. You literally told me that you wanted to make racist jokes in my chat. What is banned? It means that you won't be able to talk here. It means that you won't be able to be here. It means that you won't be able to view my stuff. You said that you wanted to justify making racist jokes in my chat. No, that's not funny to me. That is not funny to me. That is not funny to my stream. That is not funny in general. To anybody. It isn't. And the fact that you said that you wanted to justify it is not okay. For right now, I'm gonna just time. Are you?
Bang. Bang. Maxwell's silver hammer came down upon his head. Do 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 do.
Alright, chat. You know... No. I don't care if you want to justify it trying to be funny. I'm not native speaker, guys. Trust me, there's been people banned for less than that. Okay? Alright, you know what? Here, you know what? I'm gonna have chat decide your fate. Everybody, should he be banned or should we let him stay? Yeah, like, bro. Ban. Bro, you're fucking Swiss coming in here? No wonder. Either timeout or ban. Well, the thing is, I don't want to pull you into another person's stream if you're going to act this way. What do you mean, no wonder? Because Swiss people, you think that everything is all hunky-dory. It isn't. Racism is not funny. Racism is not a fun joke. And I know that you Swiss people fucking joke about it. I know you think it's a funny thing. It isn't where I am. People get hurt for it. I think my skin color is, you dork. Bro, I don't care what your skin color is. It is, if I tell you it's not funny, if I tell you it's not funny, and even not funny to justify fucking racism in my fucking chat, even like racist jokes, it doesn't matter. You were being terrible. Yeah, and by the way, skin color doesn't justify it. Okay? So you're gonna chill and never do that again? By the way, if you do that again, and you try and pull that shit, I will not be afraid to ban you. We're being hostile because people actually go into people's streams and literally do that all the fucking time. And we have to keep banning them for it. Because it's not joke. Okay, you know what? Just for that. Nope. I don't care anymore. You've really hit that. No, yeah, this isn't being stuck up. We're not stuck up. This is my rules in my chat. And you are not following them. Everyone has different rules, but in my chat, you don't fucking say that shit. I don't care if you didn't say it. The fact that you could say it is enough for me to say no. Nope, I'm done. I'm done with you. Goodbye. Goodbye. How did I do this?
Why are you justifying yourself to this individual?
Yeah. I don't care. If you pulled that shit with another person, with an IRL streamer, a person that's showing their face, they would say the exact same shit. It doesn't matter. VTuber, regular, nobody's gonna take this. You should feel that way. Because you should not be acting this way. You're new here. And you still shouldn't be this good. Like, you shouldn't be acting this way at all. It's like going to a job interview and like literally saying to them, hey, can I make racist jokes? That's literally what you just did. You literally were saying how it's funny to make racist jokes. You were justifying trying to make the joke justifying making racist things funny. Here, let me read your freaking shit again. Well, I'll give you, I'm gonna, oh, well, there's ads now. So, I'm gonna give here. You are a fake VTuber that tells me not to tell something that could theoretically sound like something that someone who wants to hear sound like. Shaking my head.
The cringe.
Yeah, your friend group.
I will send you to Jesus.
They have now been sent to Jesus. Goodbye. I don't care if you're new. You don't fucking do that. I like how so well that was timed. I like that that was timed so well. Goodbye. Goodbye. No. You don't... I don't care if you're new here to Twitch. I don't care what it is. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Make me... Yeah, let's do that. make George sing Miku songs now. Just make sure to change it a little bit so we don't get banned.
Sekai do ichiban no himasama suyu atsukai kokoro ichioni.
There, they're gone. I don't care. They delete. All messages are deleted now. I don't care. I don't care if you're new to. I don't care if you're new. You be respectful. And you do not joke about that stuff. I don't. You can joke about it in your friend groups. Okay, you can joke about that stuff in your friend groups, right? You do not do that here. That is not okay. And I'm glad that I got rid of them. Do you want to know why? We told them multiple times and they still tried to justify it. Yeah. I will say, that's the second time that I've banned a person. The first time was because they kept coming in here trying to make a debate with me. And that was like early on. And you know what? I feel good about it. And the good thing is, I have it turned on that when they get banned, that they can do that. Hey, does anyone remember his name so I can write it down and tell everybody else to ban him out of their chat as well? Cause I'm gonna make a little announcement in the Discord. That's why I didn't want him to pull up the Discord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna let me go into the Discord and just basically tell everybody stuff that to me actually pain in the ass on Twitch like ever. Yeah, no, some people just are. I am going to put this in a different area. I think... Here, let me see who's able to see this. Because I basically want to inform them. I don't know why I'm scrolling all the way up. Okay. For this user on Twitch. That's what the username was, yes. Came into my chat and wanted to justify making... Maybe it was... I don't care. Make my text each bot say yeah, it doesn't matter troll or not. Like, I know that there are some people that are trolls that are kind of funny, but it doesn't matter because, you know, There you go. I might message some of them separately. At least some of the people that I know separately, just to look out for
Furious
them.
typing. Chaos God is in chaotic typing mode.
I'm glad that you heard all of that. I wrote like an entire thing. This action. Oh, do you want me to keep typing? Do you want me to just keep typing the rest of the stream? You know, and you know, I'm gonna be honest out here. This is a great lesson for Twitch content. There are gonna be people that are gonna come in and do this, and that's just gonna happen. It's just something that you need to deal with.
So Jelly cause I know what they're typing on.
Yeah. I don't want to message this out into their Discords. So what I might do is just message them individually. At least some of the people that I know. Or I might put this on blast on
Screaming,
Twitter.
I want it.
Do you guys think I should put this on blast on Twitter? Question. Like, 'cause the fact doesn't... I don't care if you're a new... I can understand, like, if you're a new user, but to me, what pissed me off the most is them literally saying that they wanted to keep justifying it. People like that are the reason I stopped streaming. They're just so ew. Yeah, I know. Yes, never know what this poser will claim. True. I did put it out in the Discord. I'm going to make it a draft on Twitter. I guess just put out a warning. Yeah, I guess so. Oh.
With video evidence would be nice.
You know what the funny thing is? We have video evidence. Right fucking here. And the thing is, down there in the chat, you can see them typing. We have evidence.
With a small clip.
Oh yeah, no. The thing is, their messages are deleted now, so we can't screen. No, you can. We have the stream on, we have it on chat. We have it on chat. It's on here. And the thing is, I am recording this. This is not only just a live stream. This is an actual video recording.
She's got obs.
Yeah, this is an actual, like, recording on here. The other thing is I can actually go in to my chat. I can go in on my side and literally take screenshots on my thing. Yeah, it says it on stream. It's all there. It's all there. He literally cannot defend... They cannot defend themselves. And the other thing is, I read it aloud, too. I read what they said aloud. But yeah, I can go in there and literally screenshot things. So...
These dairy mice you underscore 2000 Dart Creek Chaos.
Yes. I hope you enjoy the typies. Destroy, yeah. We shall, don't worry. Don't destroy this. Destroy this. Oh my goodness. Actually, let me go into... You know what would be funny? Is if they're new to Twitch, they shouldn't be able to make a unban request. If they do that, I'm like, okay, you're not fucking new to Twitch. I think in Stream Manager here, if I do believe. I can literally, like, look at who's banned. Did they ask for one already? I'm saying if I do see it, then I'm gonna be like, okay, bro. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember where it is in here. Damn, I don't even recall. No, I don't want to edit layout. Where? Oh, I forget what it is. There's like a way that I can see it. Oh, I think it's in... No, not shield mode. Jesus. But wait a minute. I have it that the only way that you can chat in here is if you've had your account for over 30 days. I forgot that I had that. Yeah, they're not new. You can't just be new. No. What I mean is you have to have your account verified in order to chat in my chat. And that account has to be older than like 30 days.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, you know what that means? That definitely means that they've been on here longer. I do not have any unban requests.
Way to out yourself, buddy.
Yeah, that's a way to out yourself. Yeah, because if I look down here in moderation, yeah, chatters without a verified email must have an account older, so it has to be older than a week. Chatters without a verified email.
Runs chinning, but it could be like the Discord only.
Well, no. I might actually make this longer. Chatters without verified email must have followed for more than a day. That's how I normally have it. Verification exemptions will not be required to verify. Oh, I'm gonna just put that on. No, I'm gonna make that not for subscribers. No. There we go. I think that's a little bit better shielded. Oh, first time chatters. There we go. Oh, that was not turned on for some reason. Apparently first time, I thought I had turned this on. No, they could be day one, because the thing is, first time chatters in my channel must have a verified email. First time chatters must have a verified phone number. We didn't make that. Now we did. After that, yeah, we're doing that. I'm sorry if it ends up with a little bit more protection, but we need that. Shared ban. I need to share better to be safe, yeah. Here we go. No, don't turn shield mode on.
George loves Hatsune Miku. Baka. Uyayu Beki Koto wa Subate Wajiki, Suteki yo.
No, I don't need this auto mod. Where is this? Here we go. I have the ability to literally now look at all of their shit. I found it. I found it. George, you're like, yeah. Oh, you know what it even says? Their account was literally created. It tells me their account was literally created 2 hours ago. Bro, 2 hours ago when you pulled this shit? You come into my stream and you pull that shit? Yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck you. I don't care. Well, they experienced
George
Twitch.
is Miku. The world is mine.
Well, hey, I guess they experienced Twitch, right? By the way, I do have it on that they cannot view my stuff when you get banned. Speedrun getting banned? Haha, I know! They speedrun that shit so quick. They were gone. And literally, like, wait, let me see when they started chatting. They started chatting at 1. They started chatting at like 1 o'clock. And then I literally banned them at 2. They were here for an hour. They're actually here for only 20 minutes. They were here for 20 minutes. Bro, they got banned in 20 minutes. Bro, that's the fastest run I've ever seen to get banned out of my chat. Not 20 is wild. Yeah, 20. Bro, it took them 20 minutes. Holy shit. Yeah, because they started chatting at like 1:40. They got banned at 2:20. Actually, no, that's 40 minutes. Bro, they got banned in 40 minutes. But technically, I was ready to ban them even earlier than that. I actually had the ban request going. It was just like, whenever I press enter, that's when they're getting got. I wish to have their dedication, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, you know what? The best thing that you can do is just ban them. That's the best thing that you can do. I'm trying to like find a perfect place. I tried to ban it and couldn't in my chat. Oh, did you do like /ban? Because that's like how you're supposed to do it. Here, let me just like move this aside. Oh, yeah. All you gotta do to ban them in your chat or anybody else's chat is you just literally do /ban, and then you put their username, you know, at whatever, and then that's all. Pension to call me it from now. Yeah, it's it. that is disgusting person. 'Cause like that's not okay. I wanted to justify me being jokes, but might have failed at it. It's like, yeah, dude, you failed because nobody likes that. And then it's just like, here, let me see. Let me see. Like, I'm looking to literally... I like how we're, like, doing this live on stream, too. I could technically do this offline. I probably should be. I shouldn't be milking this. But I think it's just more of... It's just so fresh in our minds. So, anyways, them games, them sports, my dude, right? I think if they come into your... Oh, maybe they delete... Oh, they might have deleted their stuff if it says invalid user. Oh, don't put at. I think don't put at. Oh, here it goes. I'm like literally saving screenshots right now of this interaction. I'm gonna call it. What happened? Oh. Oh, I'm just like trying to figure out. And then there we go. I'm like forgetting apparently how to do everything in here. When this situation comes up, sometimes you just have to take screenshots. That's fine. I found it funny. Like, you know, it's not great, and I'm gonna be honest out here. This is like probably the worser side of content creation, but guess what? Like it doesn't matter. Like, you just can't pull that shit in here. And the funny thing is, he even said, I try to justify to be funny. And it's like, you can't. You literally just earlier were asking for suggestions. I'm not gonna say what his thing was. The other thing that kind of a little bit unnerved me also was him saying that he did this in his other chat and like in his like, you know, in other stuff, but like I'm sorry, English isn't my native language. Bro, the fact that I even spelled native correctly. I've never known any. Yeah, in his friend group, yeah. Yeah, that's what really like pushed me over the edge. I'm like, no, you can again, you can do that in your friend group. You don't treat everyone else like it's your friend group. And it's just like, cool, that's how you talk there. That's not how you talk here. They legit text me in German and Russian. Wait, my German still can't spell some words right there, and they're 6. Yeah, that's the other thing is like I don't really believe that too much. Anyways, I got screenshots, man. I got screenshots. I got screenshots. I'm gonna put this out there for other people to know. Just because. And yes, I will come with screenshots for receipts. I've been scrolling through photos like crazy the whole time. Hey, that's just how we are. I do spurt out some of my native language words when talking to my boyfriend. Hey, you know what? That's just how it be. I do support some of my native language words when yeah. What do I do? I don't know any German. Guten Tag? Does Guten Tag work? Schmedling. That's all I don't know if Guten Tag is even German. And I'm saying that with German in my ancestry. Krangwangen. Am I pronouncing it right? Am I pronouncing it right? No, actually. Oh yeah, I forget that. Starting to get PTSD. I've never been taught any German. Oh. Oh my gosh. I mean, I try and understand Japanese and that goes over my head. I try and learn like Chinese and Korean. I'm just like, what the heck? I did learn it. I understand it a little. Ah. There you go. I'm gonna post this, and that's just how it is. Again, you know, I don't want people going after them. It's just like, here's the warning. That's it. I'm leaving it at that. So that 3 languages are enough. Bro, I wish I could learn a language. I suck with languages. Bro, I tried to learn Spanish for like over a year. Couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't learn. I took 3 years of Spanish. I don't even know how to say one phrase in Spanish. I have to really think about it. I have to like plan it. I have to like do a whole spreadsheet. Like do an entire spreadsheet on it. But now they switch, so I do French. Ah, I see. Here, I'm gonna post this up. And I have screenshots. I also have a whole entire video recording, so... Bro can't run. You can try. That's just kind of good. I'm gonna... Ooh, we're gonna do French? Yes, oui, oui! Oui, oui! That's all I know. I went to France once. It was cool. I hated the soup. I hated the cold soup. Wait, why am I getting a deja vu with the situation of the cold soup situation? I hate cold soup. Why did French people think that cold soup was like really good? Whoever invented that, go. Okay, like, no, that's not for me. I don't want your cold soup. I just want my usual stuff. I'll make sure not to try the soup then. I mean, if it's warm soup, then that's fine. But if it comes to you like cold, like the bowl is cold, yeah, that's gonna be some cold soup. Don't check my spelling. I don't remember. Don't worry, I don't know French. Don't worry, I don't know French. Don't worry about it. I don't know French. My friend knows French. I don't. I only did Spanish. I barely know any French either. I like how we're out here just talking about languages. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Hey, that's how it is, isn't it? Oh, you know what? I want to thank you guys for making me laugh after this situation. I will say I'm probably not going to take this out of the YouTube video recording because I think that this needs to be shown that sometimes things can just turn on a dime. And if somebody comes out here and says like they did nothing wrong, I reiterate.
Add butter.
My ankle just clicked. Bro, I'd be snapping my fingers. I'm gonna just keep it in. One, because I don't know how to edit for shit, and I don't know how to cut it out. I would love to cut it out. But I would just say, like, at least by the time that he had come in, I was already done talking about everything I needed to talk about, so that's my thing. Like, you could just watch up to that point, and then just, like, leave. That's it. No more ankles for Owen. Hey, bro, no more ankles for me. That's my ankles. My ankles, like, be cracking and whipping like no tomorrow. Bro, I crack super easily. That's what my chiropractor says. They literally, like, you crack so easily. It's like, I love it because you crack so easily. And I'm like, yay, that's nice. But, I kind of also don't want to be cracking that much. I like wake up, I like take a little bit. Oh my god, I just cracked my back by literally just doing a little bit of stretching. What the fuck? Some people love it because they're like, I want to crack like that. Already weak. Bro. Aren't we all weak? We're all weak. It's not cracking. Oh my gosh. I think I've done that once when I take in a deep breath. If I take in a deep breath, sometimes something cracks. It's weird. It's weird out here for the people that crack easily, bro. It's not fun. It's not fun. Because it's just so weird. Because it's just we do the slightest amount of things that are back cracks or arm cracks. Literally, I can just like pull my arm up and sometimes it'll crack, and it just did. It's very like small cracks that I can feel, so you can't hear it, but I can feel it. And that's how it is here for us. Man, I wasn't gonna try and stream for 3 hours, but goddamn, sometimes that thing happens. Eyebrows and kneecaps crack. Yeah, them elbows, them knees crack. Bro, I am getting up to 30. I'm gonna be 30 in like in a few years. So eyebrows. I meant elbows. I read it as eyebrows. I said it as eyebrows, but my head read it as elbows. I read it correctly. Okay, now they are not elbows, they are eyebrows. Those are your eyebrows now. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I guess that's just how it be. That's just how it be. I did the squat challenge a few years ago, and after 30, my knee snap, crack, and pop. Yeah. Bro, yeah. Apparently in VTubing, I'm apparently old because I'm like, you know, I'm like 20, I'm like 25. I'm gonna be turning 26 this year. And apparently I'm considered old in the VTubing community. But okay, the thing is, does anyone know K9 Kuro? I'm older than K9 Kuro. I'm 3 years older than him. I'm 3 years older than him. He's 22, 23. I'm a 40 plus. Oh my gosh, yes, us oldies out here. If I'm old, you're ancient. I'm like, wait, being 24 in the VTubing space is old? I'm like, I'm 25. Okay, somebody said I was 30, so I'm like, okay, maybe these damn kids calling me old. I know. I'm not that old. I'm not that freaking old. Oh my god. I will say, this has probably been one of my most... I don't think I've sworn once in this stream. I just realized something. The reason that I'm 18 plus is because I swear. I don't think I've sworn once in this stream.
24th birthday, the day the ancient prophecy will come true. The eldest of Tuber will venture out and fight for their title.
Oh my god, we need to get like all the oldies together and just have a fight, have a battle. Oh my gosh, fight for the oldest, who gets the title of oldest VTuber. We need to have a fight, all the VTubers, send them off to retirement homes. Okay, if we get sent up to a retirement home, we end up in free shoujo, okay? That's our retirement home. if you don't know the joke, it's because people have been making... Hi. Oh my god. It's because people make the joke that V Shoujo is just the retirement home of ex-Niji Sanji members. That's why. That's why I'm like, if I'll just end up at V Shoujo if I'm retired. Out here with the comedic jokes, man. Out here with the jokes. Bro, I gotta do more just chatting streams, because I fucking make myself laugh. But hi, Aries. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Hello, all the yippies. Oh. Yeah, Rowan, you've discovered that the yippies are one point, haven't you? They're only one. I do want to say welcome back, Rowan. It has been very much a while, and I'm so happy to kind of see you back. It's been a long time. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Get it all out of your system. Get it all out of your system, guys. Yeah, we gotta get gotta get all the little tisms. All the little tisms out, come on. Get it all out of your system, guys. Oh my gosh. I think there's so many that it doesn't even say yippee anymore, because there's so many. It's not even saying yippee, it's just yip-ee, and then just a bunch of e's. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yippee! Alright. Is it all out of your system? Is it all out of the system? Because we're gonna go and raid. I know who we're raiding. Yippee-ki-yay! Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, mama. Yippee-ki-yay, mamacita! I don't know where that came. Oh, no, okay. One last little yippee. Get a yippee over. Yeah. Oh, no, okay, apparently it's not out of their systems yet. It's not out of the system. Are we saying yippee for the raid? Are we saying yippee for the raid? Oh my gosh. Raid whoopee, yes.
Yippee.
Yippee! No, my goodness. Can I get the raid message so you all... I like how... What, is it gonna be like... I don't know. Let me get... Can I please? Okay, we're gonna start the raid. Let me get the raid message! Grab the raid message! Grab the raid message before it's blasted!
Hashtag being a cat is cool.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. Everyone grab the raid message. Everyone grab the raid message. We're gonna be raiding Nightwolf, who's playing Weathering Waves. Let's see if this stream will convince me to possibly play it. I don't think it will.
Yippee raid PPE.
Oh my goodness. I do hope that my my stuff from earlier, I do hope that you liked me talking about my VTuber model and how to make it. Sorry about that situation in between, but I like that we, you know, turned it back around and got through it, you know?
Yippee raid Adriada raid, lightning showers, storms raid, lightning showers. Storms raid, lightning showers.
Oh no.
Storms raid, lightning showers.
I don't think we're gonna be able to hear it.
Lightning showers. Storms raid, lightning showers. Storms raid, lightning showers.
As I always say, thank you all so much for watching. And as I always say, may the winds guide you. Until next time.
Lightning showers. Storms raid, lightning showers. Storms raid, lightning showers. Storms raid. Yippee-ki-yay buckaroos, catch y'all on the flip side, whippersnappers. lightning showers.
Oh, no,
storms
George,
raid,
stop, please.
Lightning showers.
Please,
storms
they're gone.
raid, lightning showers. Storms
Please.
raid, lightning
gone.
showers. Storms raid, lightning showers.
Oh my
Storms
gosh.
raid, lightning showers. Storms raid,
this is how
lightning
it is.
showers. Storms raid, lightning showers. Storms raid, lightning showers. Storms raid, lightning showers.
Oh my
Storms
God.
raid,
This is all I'm gonna
lightning
be hearing
showers.
for the next-
Storms raid, lightning showers. Storms raid.
Bye, everybody.